Hey girl, welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name is Asia, like the continent, only instead of a Y with an I. And I always get questions about how I do and apply my makeup and what products I use because I do the same look every single time. Every now and then you'll get a red lip or something spicy out of me. But when it comes to trying different products, for me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm always down to try, but I stick with the tried and true. So sit down, grab yourself a little cocktail, grab yourself a healthy drink, and let's do our makeup together. If you see a stain on my shirt, no you don't. I'm not responsible for the stains that happen on my shirt. They just like... Go-to makeup routine, let's call it that. First things first, your skin should be already prepped. If it's not, your makeup ain't gonna work. Our 28 Daily Rescue Spray, that's the travel size that I bought for myself to see if I actually like it. Don't buy full-size stuff if you don't even know if you're gonna like it or how it's gonna work. Don't waste your money. I always start my makeup routines with brows. I like going brows, then complexion, then eyes. Only brow pencil I like to consistently use is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil because it's affordable, one. And I've been using it forever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hello. Is this broken? Okay, I didn't. I see the new one. Bye! I start by doing a light line underneath my brow. Then I do one on top, just to complete and connect. And then anywhere that I see a little gappy gap, I fill it in. Same on the other side. On top, connect, connect. And if it's not perfect, no big deal, because we will be cleaning her up. Then, on the other side, I take the spoolie, and I brush through my brows just to evenly distribute product and make everything look smoother. NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Caramel is how I clean up my brows. I use the shade Biscuit if I'm wearing the concealer as like an under eye concealer for a little brightness. But I take a flat brush like this. This one's stupid old. I don't even think they make it anymore. Morphe M421. I literally put it on my IG story the other day when I did my brows on my story. Morphe was like, we love that you're still using it. Girl, you don't have it no more? With minimal to whatever product is left over, clean up the top. Voila, voila. You need some brow gel, and NYX Brow Glue is my favorite. And I just brush them in the directions that they are already going. Put the front up a little bit and just brush through the back. Like that. So the hairs are more defined, but they're also staying where you put them. How often do you hate like putting something somewhere and then not being able to find it where you left it? Hello. Brows gotta stay the same. Beautiful, brows are done, now we prime. Moving on to complexion. Priming with Pat McGrath's Skin Fetish Primer. I hope to God this doesn't get discontinued because it's so good. And I just pat like this into my face. T-zone, forehead, eyelids, under eyes. Smooth surface. Nosy neighboring. What the hell is that? If you have dark spots that you want to conceal and give yourself more of a full coverage look or even coverage look, take that same NARS concealer and you can put it over your dark spots or use a color corrector to correct any darkness in the skin. So I'll put color corrector around my eyes, just dabs like that. I'll put it where I have dark spots. Ooh, that chin hair is crazy. I'll just act like I don't see it. I'll just tap with my ring finger and blend my color corrector out. If you have a more even complexion and you don't have any hyperpigmentation or dark spots, you can skip this step. Then we let it sit. 60 seconds at minimum. What y'all eating for lunch? Oh, it's still some chunks in there. Pear, cucumber, beet, carrot, lemon, and ginger. Foundation is where we go next. Now we've got foundation. I have a few favorite formulas that I stick with and I never stray away. Honestly, any NARS formula, I'm a fan. Light reflecting foundation, I'm in the shade Cadiz. I love this foundation. I will say if you're an oily skin girly like me, in the summertime, if you only have to wear makeup for like a couple hours, this is beautiful. If you have to wear it all day, I wouldn't wear that one. One of my oldies but goodies. This is such a good formula. House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I'm in the shade 350 Medium Cool. Love her. If you are an oily girly and you want it to last all day, and lock your foundation in, NARS Natural Longwear Foundation. I'm in the shade Tahoe. Pretty much all of NARS foundations I'm in Tahoe, but since I'm not going anywhere, I'm gonna go House Labs. Literally do half a pump. I put cheek, chin, forehead. That's it. Ooh, I need a tan. It's looking a little warm. I use buffing brushes. I don't ever use sponges in my makeup routine because I want full coverage. Any buffing brush synonymous to this type of shape. a flat buffing brush, or a slightly domed buffing brush. This type of shape is what you're gonna need. The Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. has been my favorite since like 2017, 2018. Only, it used to be $6 and I think it's like $9 now. Still affordable, but damn. This is the Morphe one that I use often as well, but lately I've been using this one from MPH Beauty. It doesn't have a name or a number, but this is what it looks like. And I just go like this. If I have a soft brush, I blend in circles. If I have a flat buffing brush, I just buff it into the skin. Take it to the neck. Take it to the neck. Nobody wants to see the mask. You ever looked in the mirror after you did your foundation and saw that you forgot to take your product down to the neck? Ooh, talk about a jump scare. And we just buff it in, buff it in. Ear stack is so cute, right? I love doing funky and different ear stacks and adding color. The only problem is my nails just get so long sometimes. It's harder for me to clasp my stuff. See how we got all that coverage out of that product? All my foundations are pretty much medium to full, if not full coverage. Girl, the people on the Ring app are beefing right now. They're getting on my nerves. Let me ask your opinion and you comment below. One of my neighbors, you know how it is to have like a Karen neighbor. Somebody in the neighborhood put something on the Ring camera app. Baby, the Ring camera app and the community Facebook page. Those are just two places the Karens love to thrive during the day and just Twitter finger it up. They put a message out saying like, if, this is my last time saying it, if your kids are using my water hose while they're playing outside, this is your final warning. Next time I see it happen, I'm calling the police and you'll hear sirens. Calling the police on children playing outside and getting hot in 98-degree weather and they just want some water. I've caught kids using my water faucets before. You know what I did? I went outside and said, y'all want some cold water? And I gave them bottled water. And if you don't want to be friendly and give out water, you can put a lock on your faucet. They're at Home Depot and Amazon and Walmart and Lowe's. I tell you, some people don't have human decency. Did I just put a product on and I tell you? I'm so sorry. Juvia's Place liquid blush. I put on the one in Pink Lady because pink with blue looks so good. Honestly, a little goes a very long way. I put mine on the apples of my cheeks and I bring it up. Depending on your face shape, you apply it differently. Some people have told me not to put it on my apples of the cheeks at all. Don't really give a damn. That's how I like it on my face. Buy your makeup how you like it because at the end of the day, it's your face and you have to look at it and like what you're looking at. So it always looks like it's a lot when you first put it on, but we're nowhere near done with our makeup. NARS Radiant Creamy, my two favorite shades. Oop, actually I have three. Three favorite shades in order from lightest to darkest. We've got Ginger, which is a very bright color. I will use this as like a little topper if I want some brightness on the inner corner. Sucre de jour. Sucre de jour. I don't know, girl. I don't speak French. I'll put the name on the screen. Then Caramel, like me. I'm gonna go in with middle shade. Do right here on the inner corner. Literally just that much. Right here on the outer corner. Stay with me. A little bit. Right here on the inner corner. Right here on the outer corner. Less is more. A little sunshine, reading rainbow. If you want brighter, you could put that brighter shade Ginger right on top and it'll give you the perfect amount of brightness. This is just how I do mine. Nice, everyday. It's still a full face, but it's more of a natural look. We let it sit. Mind your business. Get on your phone, do what you do, but watch my shoes. This is where you can do your liquid bronzer or liquid contour. I'm gonna go in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Liquid Bronzer. I'm not sure if they still make this anymore, because back when I was still working in corporate retail, this went on sale for like $12 and I bought two. Even when you mix it with like some SPF and just put it on, it gives you like a nice, really pretty glow. Child, if this is this still in stock? You can get it on Poshmark for $70. They lost their rabbit. Oh, hold on. Yeah, they don't sell it no more. That's a fumble. This shit is good. Morphe Duo Ended Blush Brush. Anything like this or anything like this with a slant is great for blending out your liquid contour. And I like do this motion. Tap, swipe, tap, swipe, tap, swipe. It's all on the wrist. And I blend into my hairline because if you blend down, it's just going to bring the warmth down. You want it to diffuse into the hairline. It's the thing. I use a lot of different products. I use a variation of products, but I don't use a lot of product. Because the more product I have on my face with my skin type, it just gets to be too much. Into the hairline, into the hairline. Come on, edges. Concealer should be dry. Want a good buffing brush for your concealer. I had another one too, but I think they discontinued. I think Morphe discontinued all black brushes. This is a Morphe M173. This type of dome buffing brush is really good. You can get these from so many different brands, but this one is phenomenal. This one's currently still being made from BK Beauty. Tap and blend. Tap and blend. It did bring it down. You see how it's like lighter here, darker here? You want to blend it into the dark, but not too high up. You just want to tap over that line so there's no dome line of demarcation. That's why I didn't put a lot of foundation on, because I knew I was going to have liquid bronzer or contour, and then I knew there was going to be concealer right here. Still not a lot of product, but it's built on top of each other. Now we go under eye. Tap and blend. Tap. No pull, no rub. You pull, you rub. Not only are you putting stress on your under eye, we're already aging as it is, girl, which is a blessing, but like, don't pull the eyes more than they need to be pulled. But if you're going to be rubbing away your placement of your product, so just tap. Take your time. It's going to take a second. Be patient. You ain't got nowhere else to go right now. We're sitting here talking to each other. And if you try to rush to stop talking to me, rude. See how that blended out? Now other side. Blend. Now I was about to say I ain't got no setting spray or setting powder. Now you set. This is what I use to set all over the face. This is a Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and I use it in shade 35 medium yellow. Whenever I'm like more tan, which I have not got a lick of tan right now, I'll use shade 56. That's what we're using right now. You can put it under your under eye first and then all over the face, but if you want a brighter under eye, you can go straight in with your loose powder. This is one that I like. It just breaks my face out. Like those two dark spots you saw right there were pimples that I got from the fragrance in that formula. So I'm gonna go Laura Mercier. It's gonna keep you from creasing. I remember the first time I ever did like a full face of makeup, and I was experimenting with contour back in like 2015. I forgot to set my makeup, so I went to class and did all the stuff I needed to do throughout the day. And I looked at myself in the mirror in the car. First of all, the car mirror is not something you want to look in. Taking this with a padded triangle and setting. We're just patting in. Yeah, but I remember looking in the mirror in the car and just looking at myself and seeing everything looked caked up. Not in a good way. Not talking cheeks. I'm talking these cheeks. But everything looked caked up. It looked heavy. It looked like I smeared just a bunch of product on my face. And I was like, oh girl, we gotta go back to the dorm. However, I also noticed if I bake too long under the eye and I let it sit for like 5 or 10 minutes, it's giving bags and wrinkles and wrinkles and bags. Next, we're going powder bronzer and powder blush. Because if you did it in a liquid, you do it in a powder. You did it in a liquid, you do it in a powder. You did it in the liquid, you do it in a loose brush like this. Morphe Cheek Thrills palette in the shade Tulip Trip. Or no, in the shade Tulum Trip. Tulip. Girl, what? Same place you put the liquid bronzer, only lightly brushed. Don't be hard. Don't be hard. Same exact places you put your liquid bronzer, put your powder bronzer. See how we're warming up? Ugh! And now I'm on vacation. You also want to go light-handed with it too, because if you go too heavy and you pound it on, you'll isolate a block of bronzer. It's not cute and it's hard as hell to get out and even out. See how it's starting to like define my jawline? Yes. Nose. It's like a little nose job. Blush. Morphe also makes these Cheek Thrills palettes in blush form. You get a cream, another cream with shimmer, and a powder. I'm gonna use this powder down here. Powder, brush, a powder, blush, brush. Say it with me. Same spots, only this time I kind of focus it a little bit on the outer, under the eye if you like that vibe. The only time I get blush blindness allegations is if I put too much cream blush on. Still pretty natural. I love that for me. Now we highlight. NARS Light Reflecting Powder in Ophelia. One of my friend's cat's name is Ophelia. Hi, Ophelia. Loose brush. And we... just the glow. Ah, there she goes. There she goes. If you're oily, I would say don't do too much. Don't do too much. Or do. Live your life, sister. From here, there's this product. I talk about it in my vlog this week. I used this in the car for the first time, testing it out because I was outside at an event and I was sweating my ass off and I was oily, and I'm like, I'm gonna pack this and see if it actually works. Oil Sucker Liquid Blotting Spray from One Size Beauty. The shock that I had, and when I tell you, my makeup was locked in for the rest of the day. I'm not oily right now, so you won't see a big difference, but it just, you spray it and it just absorbs everything. Eyeshadow, I don't typically do eyeshadow unless I have somewhere to go, like an event or something. So I'll just take that same Morphe bronzer with a fluffy brush. Just brush all over into the crease, just to give a little bit of dimension. You see? Oh my gosh, can you hear my neighbor's dogs? I've never seen them a day in my life, but I hear them so much. Back in the bronzer, under the eye, on that lower lash line. Most that I do, I just finish off with mascara and a lip, and it's over. Mascara, I'm gonna use the Paradise Big Deal from L'Oreal. I just love L'Oreal mascaras. L'Oreal, Maybelline, CoverGirl. L'Oreal seems to like push out more formulas, at least from what I've been able to find. I don't spend $30 on mascara. I just don't see it necessary, you know? When there's so many things on the market in the drugstore, brows and mascara are two things that I just will never spend a lot of money on. I do lower lashes too. I don't know if some people do or some people don't. I just got a new lip liner, a fresh one, because I wore my other one yesterday and I don't know where I put it down. Straight Shooter from the Lip Bar. Love Straight Shooter. So buttery, so smooth. I love the Lip Bar. I'm gonna go Dolly from Buxom, fresh out the box. Oh! It's like pork. So good. Like a nice, softer brown liner and a pink gloss, and I'm good. And that's how I do my everyday makeup. And when I say everyday, I mean like my go-to natural, still full beat, but a natural beat. Does that make sense? Thanks for watching. All the products that I used today will be dropped in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's products specifically that you love that I should be trying too.